Good day everyone, Seth here and welcome to another episode of playing Path of Champions Daily. Today we are doing Galio because, I've already completed all the check marks for Aurelian Sol, and doing earlier adventures besides Galio I don't think is worth it, so I'm still missing like 2 completion marks on Galio, so today we're doing a little bit of an XP grind, I'd say, and this time around it's Garen running a pretty decent setup with Beast Within plus the Strike Relic plus I think Spell Shield. The common relic doesn't really matter at all, so not that big of a deal. And this run is pretty smooth, not gonna lie. There isn't really much that goes wrong. Most of the encounters are pretty easy. I take like a little bit of damage during this, but it's fine enough, I'd say, at least. And also, I was gonna say something, but now I forgot. Wow, I am so ridiculous. Anyways, this is mostly like, this video is a little bit late because I got tired yesterday after the entire day, and I also didn't sleep well, so a little bit of a delay today. And those early encounters aren't really that big of a deal. I did pick up Gibbs Genius, so that will come in handy a little bit at least. Especially later during the run, where I figure out like what I wanna do during the run, but again, Garen is like level 26, I think, as I'm clearing this, so I'm definitely way overqualified for this run. 27, yeah. I haven't completed Lysandra with Garen yet, so I want to, get a little bit more experience and get maybe some more epic slots, figure out what kind of build I wanna do. So yeah, doing a little bit of XP grind. Also, since it's Pride month already, happy Pride everyone! And as an additional bonus, there is a Pride shop bundle in the store. So if you are playing POC, make sure you pick it up, because it has 30 Nico fragments, and I think people don't realize that. So yeah, just a little bit of a PSA. That make sure to pick it up before it's out, before it's like out of the store. And in other news, I don't know what kind of word to use for this, because it's often we. It's used in we. We have reached X amounts of subscribers or whatever. But yeah, this channel has hit 500, and I'm very grateful for that. So thank you all so much. More content to come when I stop being lazy or stop looking for a job, or trying to get my life together. But yeah, that's how it goes basically. And yeah, this little hobby of mine has become something that people enjoy, and I'm very glad of that. I still have some other plans for the future outside of this channel, so I'll be working on all of them at some point or another.
Look upon our work. Look what we have built.
Because I do wanna have at least some money from work, and I haven't been really good at getting my job right now. The job market is in a pretty awful space right now, so... Oh well, that will pass, like all things do in life, so... Let's talk about this run maybe. So Azir. Azir support obviously really good with Yip, pretty good with Beast Within as well. Getting value out of this. So not that big of a deal, I guess. Also, this Zoe encounter likes to roll silence for whatever reason, which is cool and good and really fun, especially when I'm playing a champion that wants to stack stats high, so I'm gonna say it is a bit rude. And they buff up Zoe so much this time around, so... And a stun as well, very cool. I do end up getting her out mostly by, you know, attacking as a bait, then blocking, and then, you know, a strike. They get like one more stealth, but it doesn't matter. I just do like less overwhelm. They play a 3-3. I think they follow up with another Zoe soon? Either this round or... yeah. Which is cool. And they have another silence as well, so... They truly high rolled a little bit, I guess. I guess you could say that. Some combat. This fight takes a little longer because, you know, of all of the silences, but after that, getting Garen out means that the fight is slowly being completed, so
I'm ready to take the first
that's nice. But yeah, during this run I also end up picking up a few neat little items and tricks, so... Oh, I end up picking a legendary power later during this run, and it's not Unyielding Determination, which means that it's actually pickable. So that's always cool. I think I could have gotten more damage if I did something else, but this is a good enough strike, I'd say. And next round I can just do this again. So they don't attack because my stats are too large already, and the AI tends to not take attacks like this, so...
Together we are part of something more. Together you are children of Shurima.
They play their single combat that they have for a while, and, you know, since I also have single combats, I can kill both things and make my life easier for the attacks. I'm hoping they will one day implement the change where tokens get the same skin as the skin one of your champion uses, but that's still a little bit far away. So it's gonna have to wait. Pick up Savage Shield, it's probably one of the better items out of all of them, and I don't really wanna reroll. And, you know, Titanic Wake, so don't really wanna go for the healer, and I don't think there is anything in this deck I kinda wanna cut, so going for a little bit of an extra challenger to my cards. Also, I don't know if you noticed, Sharpsight was bugged for a few days, but it was hotfixed, so it works. Yippee! Sharpsight as in the card and not the keyword. this is a pretty easy encounter. Just stack stats. That's what Garen does best. So let's talk about maybe like the strategy that Garen might wanna use for the Lysandra node. So the idea, I'm guessing, is to get Vestiges of Helia and get items that profit, like dealing damage, striking, stuff like that.
You need not follow, but you will.
And if I'm not mistaken,
It is time.
and I might be, I think you want level 30 just to get like the double strike relic and then have an option of still getting overwhelm on everything, because otherwise you're gonna get blocked for days or your stuff gonna get removed. That's how the encounters go most of the time. So, and as you can see, Titanic Wake is doing a lot of heavy lifting this time around, because, you know, stats, big stats, getting damage, and overwhelm is always just great, especially since most of the deck that Garen uses have some sort of keyword, mostly elites. Like there are 2 units that you can see already that don't have it that don't have a keyword by default, and these are mostly, you know, utility cards. And by utility I mean like they have different effects that you don't really need to grow their stats. They are mostly there just for like either draw or the barrier. So it's pretty simple. Get Challenger and Azir, why not? Nothing really interesting. I pick up Crash here because I decided I didn't want to use any of the rerolls, even though it's kind of redundant, but that's alright. Nothing really interesting there, so let's go for an item. Back in the day, Stargazer used to be such an annoying encounter, where a lot of the powers didn't give you like raw stats. Like before Titanic Wake was introduced, and in general just was, Stargazer was a pretty annoying encounter to handle, because they, like, it was a grind fest. Most of the decks couldn't keep up with having like 0-4s or 0-5s very early. And then they Astral Protection, which means that it was even harder to deal with stuff. So yeah, back in the day this encounter used to be way harder than it is now. But, you know, times change, power creep gets added, more stuff. So decks started to handle this encounter way better. And yeah, wow, good old days. I remember when POC was introduced and like Garen was the top, or rather not Garen, Galio was the top champion, was like the last adventure, and it was pretty hard back then, or rather it seemed harder back then, because not a lot of like powerful stuff was introduced first, so Galio was the pinnacle of like the end of the POC run. So, and getting there, unlocking everything with like with all of the champions was pretty good. It felt really nice. Very good pickup here, Trusty Ramhound. It will serve pretty well in this deck. So yeah, let's start cutting cards. I don't need that Saturn Crafter. I could technically find a way to maybe reduce it to 1 cost, but I don't really wanna bother. And I already have like good enough units, as you can see, like double tracker and ramhound, and then I can play elite later down the line to give it more stats. It's really good. I remember when, I mean PvP is still around, but I remember when it was more popular and one of the better decks was just elites, so those were the days. Now we are just playing PvE, I guess. Oh yeah, this encounter with Viego is boring, mostly because he kills like most of my units and I don't really get many chances to like develop anything. Like, okay, I get this, but then they just like go for another removal this round and yada yada. Yeah, Downing Shadow, yippee! I just use single combats. Try to maybe like get some value at least from these. And I think after I play Garen here just to get stats, and I think they try another removal as well, which is like, how much removal can you? No, actually, oh, okay. This is actually the end of the fight. Oopsie. Oh well. Viego also used to be like a way harder encounter. But yeah, this entire adventure back in my days used to be harder. And yeah, I've been playing this mode for like ever since it came out. Actually, even before that. I remember back in my days. There was a. It wasn't called even Path of Champions. It was called like Lab, and I think it was like called just Lab of Legends or something like that. And yippee, you had like 8 champions that you could clear with. Or actually no, I think you had more champions, but you had to clear like 8 fights in a row, and it was fun. Oh, those were the good old days. And yes, I've played this game long enough to remember stuff like Expeditions, which I think is still my flair on Reddit, by the way. So, yippee. I used to play a lot of Expeditions actually, and like actually play them and not be like, oh, let's go Expeditions and get myself an epic card shard. Yeah, because back in the day, getting epics, I think it still is a little bit of a pain. Yeah, getting epics was a pain. Because not a lot of things dropped it, and they were pretty much guaranteed from just, I think, starting the run on Expeditions, and yeah. I do remember playing a lot of them back in the day because Expeditions were fun. Like, I'm always a sucker for draft modes in games. And that's why, you know, next week I'm heading out to play a little bit of Magic the Gathering, so yeah. That's also something I really like. And oh yeah, back in the day I wanted to do a little bit of a video on my experience in pre-releases on Outlaws of Thunder Junction, but I didn't do that, and that was a little bit of a mistake in my opinion. Because I should have gone for it. I had like an entire thing scripted out, so oh yeah, making sure that Shopify work. So maybe after this week I'll be talking about my experiences with Modern Horizons 3. The set looks absolutely like Modern is going to have a little bit of a problem, but that's for another video, I guess. What else? This has been like a pretty solid run so far, and not gonna lie, there are like another encounter, and then we're moving to Galio. And this Galio encounter is annoying because it's actually with Senna. I do end up picking up the Reckoner's Mark there, so. And here it is, Unstable Inventory. I think it kinda helps, but not by a long shot. in general, so cool. Down speakers. I think like out of both of these, down speakers are harder most of the time against the Nightshades. I don't remember what the name of the card was. It's one of the funnier cards, and it was and is used a lot in like play epic cards quest because it's the easiest way to do this. So also got scout, which is kind of fun. 17-17 scout on turn 1, you know how it is. More strike relics, so that's cool. More strike relics. Fine, let's play Prodigy.
Uncle, it is good to see.
I like that Titanic Wake triggers even if your stats decrease after like summoning, which is good. Otherwise it would have been a little bit annoying to deal with. Also, that's lethal already. Yippee! Yeah, getting double Titanic Wake is a big deal, so... As for the 1-2, it's a good addition, I guess, to this run. And that's that. Get a little bit of an elusive action, you know. Elusive always good. I think I just cut out Might of the Vanguard because I don't really use it and I don't really need a way to sink my mana into this, so... Yeah. Galio and Senna versus Garen. Let's go destroy them. Trusty Ramhound opener, pretty nice. Dune Keeper, one of the better ones, especially since I'm on the opener. I think I still do like attack, wait for them to play the Senna because I don't want to deal with. And they have like 3 Sennas in their hand, which is a little bit of an issue. Okay, 1 down. Burgeoning Sentinel, not like a big threat, so not that huge big of a deal. Darkness, no idea why, but you know, I guess they just wanna generate an extra one. I'm thinking maybe of using single combat on the 2-4, but I realized that they'll have to still somehow kill the Senna, so I might as well just wait. Draw Sharp Sight, get the Ramhound out, Woof, I guess, and they have a Black Spear, that's cool. Kinda sad, but you know, can't really deal with that. Demasias in these regards. Look at my options. I do have a Vanguard Defender with some pretty nifty keywords. They have Piercing Darkness. I'm trying to like make sure that they don't heal up, so get that out. Get damage in, you know how it is. They don't have any follow-up, which is good. That means that I can actually develop something in the board. They play a Rekindler, which is annoying, but that's fine. Garen gets Scout Relic, which is cool. I think they do have Vengeance during the encounter, so that's annoying. So I decide, you know what, I might as well try and play Azir, get some extra value from all of this. They go for the Azir instead, which I find a little bit surprising, because Azir is not the main like damage dealer here. Go for an attack. Garen levels up. That's pretty simple. And since Garen is leveled, that means that this encounter is getting way easier. More damaging. And I think they have no way of like dealing with my board already, so yeah. Buru Sentinel, and let's give them the attack token, and I'm gonna get another one. They play Tiana. Until at this point they have nothing to block my Garen with, so that's the end of the run. Pretty simple, pretty clean. There aren't like many points of contention during the run, except maybe like the Zoe one, but that's fine. It's a-okay. And I thought this win would bring my account level to 49, but turns out I'm missing like 500 points, so oopsie. I'll get that done like off screen because I wanna continue doing monthlies that, you know, I already did 5 of them, so it will take a little bit more. And with that, thank you all so much for watching. This has been another run for the day, and I'll see you around. Take care.